Welcome back to Power Your Life. I'm your host, Joanne White. My next guest is Eric Chapon, the creator of Have a Catch for Barb, which is a national awareness campaign that brings families together and helps raise money for people dealing with cancer and with other illnesses. Eric, thanks for being with us today. Let's start with how this great organization got started.
Well, the great organization started because a great person passed away. My wife passed away in January of this year, and she was a two-time cancer survivor. And in, I guess, January 2012, we were given four weeks to live. She squeezed that into another year. I have two daughters, and she said, I have to see my daughter go to prom, I have to see her graduate, I have to get her into college.
Right.
And she willed herself to live. And she was an unbelievable story. The irony of the charity is she would have hated to see her name out there publicly because she shied away from attention. And I worked in the entertainment business for 20 years, so she said, you take the attention. But no, she was just too good a person. And we did a lot of research. I did a lot of research on the simple concept of a catch. Having a catch, the give and take, doesn't cost anything. It doesn't matter what age you are. Kids do it with kids, with adults, with pets. It evokes great feelings. It's just one of those iconic times in your life that everyone seems to have a good feeling about having a catch.
Right. I remember telling you that story about having a catch with my cousin and how inspiring that was because he was like an idol to me, and so we wanted to be like him. So we have these wonderful shirts, but what are you're doing so much for other people? Tell us some of the wonderful stories that you've been doing and what you've been doing that is creating so much meaning for people. You actually helped give Thanksgiving dinners.
Yeah, there's a great organization called the Breathing Room that they take care of families that are going through cancer with gifts, with meals. They came to us, which was very humbling because we were always a family that was used to giving, and when people gave to us, it was kind of life-altering. And they took care of our Thanksgiving dinner when my wife was not up to it. We were always that house. I have a very big family that hosted every holiday, and she hosted everybody. And after she passed, we went to that organization and said, you gave us Thanksgiving last year. Let's start with 4 families this year and give them Thanksgiving dinner. And at first it was, you just write a check. And that's what I wanted to do, just write a check, and they would go get dinners. They said, no, we're going to give you a shopping list. You're going to shop for every item. You're going to meet every family. Wow. You're going to deliver their meals.
What was it like?
Humbling. It was, you don't realize the value of just listening to someone tell their story. And everything they told me I already lived through.
Right.
But to hear them and have them vent, it was really important to them. The food was great too, to have them, get a meal. But more importantly, they just wanted some normal discussion, not about necessarily their illness. And we were able to do that. And the one family, was degrees of illness.
Right.
One family I knew the husband was going to pass any day now, and the meal meant a ton, and the help meant a ton. But sitting down, she insisted we sit down and just talk for a half hour. Another family was a family younger than mine, and just to see a little girl at a kitchen table, coloring, saying, "Who's this man, Mommy?" And they brought us toys and dinner.
So did you cook the dinner too?
Oh, I don't cook, but no, we delivered the dinner, and that was a nice thing. And we've already had. It's not quite been a year since Barb passed away, but we've already had 4 fundraising events that we've put back into the community. Most recently, we were given a camp, Briarwood Day Camp, to have a Catch for Barb Day at the camp, where literally, lots of families had catches. everything was donated: food, DJ, door prizes, and all good people. We were both big camp people and big family people, and we got 300 plus people to come out, on a Saturday afternoon
Right.
a couple weeks ago. We did an event with the Philadelphia Soul, Have a Catch for Barb Day at the Soul, where Ron Jaworski is a friend of ours.
Right.
And he said, you know what, Aaron, they're changing the footballs that the league uses this year. Let's take 1,000 of them and put the logo on it. The logo that's up on the screen,
Right,
actually.
right.
And for people who come to the game early, I'll have a catch with them and I'll sign the football and they could leave with the football. It's a simple idea, but it went over really well. And we are now looking to replicate the idea with other sports and other teams. And the big idea in the spring is we'd like to create a combination of the old Hands Across America meets Alex's Lemonade, where on a designated day, a designated time, people will be invited to go out and have a catch for 10 minutes. Our only guarantee is that they're going to feel better, but hopefully the Jones family in Houston, the Smith family in Orlando will be doing it for a cause, a family that needs help in their community.
Thanks so much, Eric. And I think what you're doing is so wonderful, and Barb would be so proud. Thanks again for
thank
being
you.
here. And so much more ahead on Power Your Life. Up next, she's one funny mother. Comedian Dina Blizzard puts a very amusing spin on parenting, and you won't want to miss her.